What's up, guys? It's Scott from Fly Rides. We are taking out the Focus Jam2 LTD today. I've got my medium frame right here. I'm on a Shimano Steps E8000 motors. Remember, we're rocking about a 300 watt-hour battery on this one, so a little less. That's what you get, that nice lightweight feel to it, and also that kind of like Santa Cruz style build. We got the fold system in the back. That's the Focus patented suspension. Let's check it out. I'm gonna head up this hill right here. Let's do it. Yes, here we are out on the Focus Jam2 LTD. This is the entry-level model from Focus, and it rides pretty nicely, guys. Right now it's running in at $49.99 is the pricing for that. But I gotta say, Focus don't make no trash. The components, you could say, maybe leave a little bit to be desired, but I think the Recon fork still works pretty well. I'm becoming a huge fan of rigid rear triangles. I really dig it. The Pivot had it as well, where it doesn't have a pivot point near the end of the dropout right there, and it just makes for a nicer climbing ride. And the single track downhills also, I felt like, were a lot easier, felt a lot smoother. I just felt like I had better control over everything. All right, first little single track section finished up here. We got a nice climb on a fire road. Let's talk it out a little bit. I love having the lockout on the Recon, I gotta say. I'm a lockout junkie, man. Doesn't quite feel the same without a little bit of lockout on the uphill, baby. Like I said, I'm like more of like a beginner, intermediate rider, I would say. So far it's great for me. I love the fold system. It's nice and rigid on the way up. I'm going into boost because I'm talking to you guys. We were in trail that whole time initially, but it's a nice sturdy ride. Handles nicely on the turns. Yeah, we run that single track section to start. Nothing too wild yet. We'll catch you on some single track downhill. Shimano Steps still does not disappoint, even with the 50 Newton meters and 250 watts. I don't know how they get it so powerful. Something about the lightweight mixed with the power, but it's good, man. Really digging it. Let's keep on rolling. All right, so we got our suspension test here. You can see the travel is not completely used up. If you saw our Pivot shuttle review, it's about the same amount that was used up on the Pivot. This has not quite as good a rebound. It's not quite as smooth. It's a Recon versus a Fox Performance Elite, though, so you can imagine why. I really dig the RockShox Deluxe rear shock on this. And then, yeah, for these rock gardens, the single track areas, this bike is pretty much perfectly positioned for it. You're not going to be doing any serious downhill, I wouldn't say. But for most like cross-country riders, this is going to be a pretty solid option in terms of the setup. So you've got a Shimano Dior XT drivetrain on this. That's the 786 with 10 speeds, 11 to 40 teeth in the back, and a 34-tooth chainring up front. You've also got the JD Low Dropper YSP dropper seat post on this. I had never used this before. For an entry-level dropper, I think it's actually pretty decent. It's responsive. It works pretty well out on the trails. Maxxis Recons, 2.8 inches wide on the front. I would probably sub those out if I were to buy this bike. Don't forget, you can get 378 watt-hours or 756 if you're going to bring along the Focus TEC, the Tailored Energy Concept. Can keep you going for double the amount of time. Your brakes on this bike are Shimano Dior M6000s on a 200mm rotor in the front and a 180 in the back. I think on that size rotor, these Diors are fine. That might be another thing you upgrade long term. Check this bike out at shopsandiegoflyrides.com or come in and test ride one for yourself at our Los Angeles or San Diego locations. All right, guys, leave a comment below, subscribe, and like this page, please. We would love to hear what you guys want to see. We're bringing in more bikes all the time, so let us know what you want us to test ride, and we'll do it for you. All right, Scott out. Bye.
You know what I realized today, midday? I didn't put on deodorant.